Right now, how do you feel with them coming on treaty land? How do you feel in your own land of your ancestors? How do you feel?
I feel disrespected. I feel hurt. You know, I feel just hurt that these guys won't never understand. You know, I try to tell them, but you know, the only reason why we're moving back is because they're armed, batons, tear gas, riot gear, weapons, rubber bullets. That's what it takes for them to push us back. They carry weapons because they're scared.
What does this land mean to you, this traditional land?
This land means everything. Look at over there, all the buffalo. Look at all those buffalo. Look at all those buffalo there. They're coming for you guys. Be careful. Tortuga!
There's some people that when they see the earth, they see it as a threat. They see every form of nature as a threat. For them, the earth is not a place where they even feel a sense of belonging, and they don't treat it as home. They treat it as a place that they need to destroy and conquer, right? So you either one of them kind of people. Either you with nature or you against nature. Now, historically, original people have been what? With nature. As indigenous people in our homelands, we've worked with our environments. The animals have worked with us. Even when we hunt for our food, we still do something to revere those animals that gave their life so that we can have that little bit of meat or that little bit of fur or whatever. So a lot of us was taught that other orientation with nature, to be against it, to fear it. You know, you see every animal as either a threat, a pet, or food, and the animals ain't gonna fuck with you. If they feel that you feel that way, like you say, you know, when a dog walk up on you in the hood, you know how to deal with it. If you from the hood, you know how to deal with the stray dogs. Don't show fear. If you scared, you start running, the dog gonna chase you. If you show that you comfortable, the dog ain't gonna mess with you 9 times out of 10. This has been our orientation with nature for thousands of years. The Maasai used to walk with the lions. You know what I mean? Until it was hunting time. Then the lions knew to shake the spot. But the way to test manhood was to go amongst the lions and be a man. Same thing. You see in Standing Rock what just happened. The native people out in Standing Rock, they fighting for the land. They fighting to protect the earth. They're not just fighting to protect their burial ground. They fighting to protect the earth itself. They seen that the poison in the land been going on for hundreds of years, thousands of years. Look at what they did in Flint, Michigan. That ain't just in one city. That's everywhere. That's happening in Trenton. That's happening in Philly. The water quality is poor all over the world. You should see what the water quality is like in Bangladesh. So the Standing Rock people, they said, nah, we gonna give our lives. Our lives are nothing. The earth matter more. This is their orientation with nature because they know they go back to the soil and they become nature. So when they call nature, when they call the earth to help them, like you've seen in Avatar, right? It happened just like in Avatar. Truth is stranger than fiction. Them buffalo came out, not out of nowhere, but they came from thousands of miles away. They made this journey to show and prove, to show us what it was that we might be missing. We might not realize that right now God is back on the planet. You know what I mean? Like the earth is back alive. Like all these things is here to show you who you are. Like if we don't realize that our relationship with the earth is one of self-sustainability and we have a symbiotic relationship. You know what I mean? We benefit the earth benefits us. And it ain't a predatory relationship or a parasitic relationship like some people who are considered a cancer on the planet. Like everywhere they gone, they brought death and destruction. They done poisoned the water, cut down all the trees. You know, the native people say that they done ripped out the earth hair, you know what I mean? And poisoned her blood, you know what I mean? And raped her, you know what I mean? And we never been like that. All original people, all indigenous people, you go back to our history, that ain't been our relationship. So we all coming back to that. Man, I see pictures of sisters going on trips to Africa and they with the lion. They sitting with the lion. You know what I mean? You look at when Donald Trump's sons go to Africa, what they do? They cutting off the lion dick and eating it. I mean, I don't know if that's what they're doing for real, but I imagine that's what they do. You know? This is a different orientation. Now, do everybody gotta go vegan? Nah, you gotta do what you gotta do on your own timeline. But you gotta develop a different relationship with the world in which you exist. If you constantly think everything is out to get you, every bug is out to get you, the darkness is out to get you, then you living in fear. So then the real ones that's really out to get you, you ain't never gonna confront them. You ain't never gonna confront the real evil on the planet that's destroying the whole planet around you. But you're gonna have to. Because we gotta think thousands of years into our future. We gotta think about our babies and our babies' babies. We gotta think about this planet as it'll be after we long gone into the earth and we become fossil fuels. That's what we gotta think about. Because see, this lifetime is temporary. We're not gonna be here forever. This mortal flesh, this come and it go. But our essence is eternal. That's why when we say we God, we're not talking about on an individual level, salute me, revere me, look up to me, and make me better than you. No. We're saying that we recognize who we really are when we look in the mirror. And we recognize our relationship with this earth and with this nature that's all around us that we're supposed to sustain and maintain and give back to. Because eventually your body got to go back to this, but your essence is eternal. So when I seen them buffalo coming out, I knew this is a sign of the times. There's a reason why that video going viral, because through the internet we're going to spread the knowledge that people couldn't get otherwise. They're going to see that this is real. When you hear these sounds in nature, you're hearing the sounds of your ancestors still talking to you. Like, this is a message you're going to have to listen for. And if you still like dealing in fear, you ain't going to catch it. You know what I mean? If you still dealing in them predatory relationships and parasitic relationships, you ain't going to catch it. Because you got the wrong orientation of life. You can't be a rapist of the earth. You can't think like the rapist of the earth. So this is why you got to decide what side is you really on. We're here to keep the earth going. We're here to keep history moving in the right direction. We're here to save humanity. And even beyond humanity, we're here to keep the cosmos moving as it should. We're not the cancer on the planet. We're here to remove the cancer. We're not trying to start a war. We're striving to end war.